Hi everyone, I'm Aisha Kareem, your family law specialist. Today we are talking about administration of deceased estates and the costs involved of winding up the estate of your loved ones. Let's get into it. So some of the costs that are involved in winding up of a deceased estate are as follows. The first being your advertising costs. And estate would need to be advertised for debtors and creditors, as well as the liquidation and distribution account needs to be advertised. So this fee would usually vary because it needs to be advertised in the local newspaper as well as in the government gazette, and of course those fees will vary depending on what the newspaper is charging you. The second cost is the executor's remuneration. So this is an amount of 3.5% that will be paid to the executor of the estate, and it's 3.5% of the gross value of the estate. The third fee is the master's fees. This is a fee that needs to be paid to the master's office by the people administrating the estate. It's not an optional cost. It is something that will need to be covered by the estate. The fourth cost would be the costs involved in transferring a property. Now, it's not always that there will be a property in the estate, but in the event that there is a property in the estate, you will actually need to pay a fee to have that property transferred to the heir. So for example, let's say your mom or dad has passed away and they have given you their house in the will. So perhaps there's an immovable property and they've said, you, my daughter Fatima, you will be inheriting this property. It is not an automatic right. You actually need to get that property transferred from the deceased estate's name onto your name, and there are costs involved in that, and that we call the cost of winding up the estate. These are just some of the very common costs that are involved in winding up an estate, which is why it is so important for you to ensure that you have the right